Hello everyone, welcome back. It's Nikki and welcome to Nicole's video blog. It's been a week since I recorded my last video and probably just about 2 days since it got edited and went up. I worked through my week last week on 4-hour days from Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And by then I was saying, let me try going full time. So I went back full-time hours, which in my business is 10-hour days. And I'll tell you this, I've got my energy in the day. I get home and it's pass out city for me. So I'm sorry about the noise. The cats are having one of their chase around each other, so every now and then you're going to see like Speedy Gonzales things running by. But I've gone back to work and pretty much am back in it and just exhausted by the time I get home. It's just the way it is and the way it's going to be for quite some time, I know. A couple of things that I want to get out, and we talked about FFS the last time, and today I went and shot a casting video with a friend of mine for a new TV show that hopefully will get produced here in Atlanta that has to do with transgender girls, both crossdressers and transsexuals, and well, pretty much the whole community. And hopefully this girl will get a shot at being able to be the star of a video for making over people. So I had a makeover today, and she did an amazing job. She did a great job with my hair, but driving home with the windows open because it's beautiful outside took its toll on that. But there's just some things that I'm becoming aware of after being in transition for so long. And I talked about it before, about laser focused on one thing and being able to handle so much more at once. And I'm seeing that more and more and more in my everyday, and that my laser focus on one task is being taken away from the fact that I have so many things going on, but I'm able to handle many, many, many more things at once than I was before. So it's kind of this double-edged sword, or this, bittersweet win that I have. That there's a lot more that I'm doing, but less of one thing gets done at a time now. Before I used to get one thing, go on, do another thing, go on, do another thing, and now I have a lot of stokes in the fire, if you know what I mean. And that makes me a little bit flighty with my relationships. I still haven't decided where I'm going. I'm going to move back a little bit so I can relax. I haven't decided where I'm going with my sexuality. My gender is done. But sexuality-wise, it's like I went into this thinking girls, 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 and then boys started coming in the picture, and now I'm finding everybody I'm attracted to is female, but when I close my eyes and envision things, the fantasies I'm having about are boys. This is just weird to me because I was one of those people that swore up and down that on the other side of this I was going to be a lesbian. I just didn't see anything else happening. I don't know if that's changed. I just know that there's a lot more going on in my head that's leading me to believe that a relationship with a male may be possible. Not sure. It would have to be the perfect male. Not sure, though. So I will say that I've changed in that respect because I never considered for more than a half a second when I was confused about what I was. But I've never considered having a relationship with a man before. And now I'd say for the better part of the last 3 to 4 months, it's been big in my head, which really puts a damper on the relationship I'm in now, because it's, if I'm not, well, I'm going to leave that out because that should be aired between me and my partner and nobody else. The other things that are happening right now is post-op, I am I don't know how to say this. You worry about everything. You worry about everything. And in the surgical area. And at one point, when you first start dilating, you're looking at your dilator and it's going in all the way to the last 6.5 inch mark. And a month later, you're a little bit less swollen. It's going into the 6 inch mark. And 2 months later, you're going in and it looks like the 6 inch mark isn't being hit and you start freaking out. You start off coming out of that surgery swollen, really big. And you get to a certain point where you are reducing the swelling. Now, there's no way that my swelling, I keep on saying it ought to be about 50%, whatever. I have no idea where I'm at right now, honestly. I know that I might be 30%, 40%, 50% of where I was when I got out of the hospital. But the swelling's going down. But as it does, so do the markers on my dilator, so I freak out. And all I'm saying is that it's natural. If you're going down this road, don't freak out. It's going to happen. And by dilating later on, you can get more depth. Hey, that's what it's about. As far as the workings of what's going on down there, I'm happy. Haven't used them with a boy. I won't talk about what else I've done with them, but it's working, and I'm very happy. So, as far as SRS is going, I think that this was for me, just like the last video. Very happy. I don't really have another major point to this except for acceptance. And I'm just going to go over this again because I've done this before. I work in retail, as everyone knows. Work for a very big company and in a very, very, very visual role. And I've had many, 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 many customers over the last 7.5 years I've been with this company. And thus, some people come looking for the old me. And I had a really, really, really good weekend. And I'd have to say that since I started straightening my hair, doing my makeup better, thank you all of you who said straight hair, because I agree. I look much more feminine with straight hair. And since I've been carrying myself better and trying to work on that voice, which isn't perfect yet, but I'm sure it will be someday, I've really gotten to the point where I'm passing much better. I got through a Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday without one. Oh, by the way, there's the world's largest cat back there. Seriously. Seriously. 36 inches, nose to tail. No, sorry, 41 inches, nose to tail, and 29.5 pounds. And that's a small cat. That, right there. But I didn't get one sir, or he, or him. And I was elated. It was great. But even better, at one point, I had 3 groups of people, 2 couples and a couple and their parents, who had bought from me over the last 6 years. Some of them bought from me 6 years ago in another location. Some bought 3 years ago, and some bought 2 years ago in the current location. And only one of them had seen me progress. So I was sitting there all nervous and talking and trying to talk to them. And finally, the one that had not seen me in a while said, you know, we bought our first Mac from this person down at the Comp USA in Smyrna. And they were so knowledgeable, and they walked us through everything. And he was great. And I said, yeah. And one of the women that was from one of the newer groups started laughing. And the woman that was just telling me that this boy that she bought from years ago was so great. It's like, what are you laughing about? And the other one looks at me and says, can I tell her? I said, well, and for a moment I hesitated because I'd been accepted by all these people. 2 of them know, and they don't give a crap, and they're accepting me, and the other one doesn't know, and they don't even see. So I'm like, what the hell? Yeah, whatever. Yeah, tell her. And I'm not sure it was the right decision or the wrong decision or the best decision or the worst decision. But I said, tell her. So she goes, that is Peter. I was like, damn. She goes, girl, you look gorgeous. Who does your makeup? Who taught you? And I was like, me. And she goes, you look amazing. And I won't go into all the other things that were said because it was, you know, after that you get into the questions of why and how did it happen and what. So I think I'm getting to the point where, honestly, unless somebody knows, I don't need to tell. And if somebody wants to know, I don't need to fear to tell. That's where I was getting. Well, everyone wave goodbye to Sophie and the world's largest cat back there, which is Jinx. And the other two cats are Tux and Bullet. And Bullet's the one that you didn't really see because you just saw a black blur go by. So everyone, I really appreciate you staying with me through all this. And I promise you I'll keep these videos coming and hopefully they say something to you and keep you going in the right direction. Well, that's it. I'll just end it here. Thank you. I love you all. Goodbye.